प्रमुख आध्यात्मिक गुरु परम श्रद्धेय श्री दलाई लामा जी, आंध्र प्रदेश विधानसभा का सभापति और इस समारोह का उत्सव का आयोजन करने वाले डॉक्टर कोडेला शिव प्रसाद राव जी और आंध्र प्रदेश का लोकप्रिय मुख्यमंत्री विजनरी, जिसको हम कहते हैं विजनरी, श्री नारा चंद्रबाबू नायडू जी, और इस समारोह में भाग लेने वाले बांग्लादेश, हमारा मित्र पड़ोसी देश का संसद का सभापति जी और अलग अलग प्रदेशों से आए हुए सभापति महोदय, और इस समारोह का निर्वहन करने में साथ देने वाले एमआईटी का वहां का निर्वाहक युवा नेता श्री राहुल करत जी, मंत्रीगण, संसद सदस्यगण, विधायक और जनसेवा करने वाले अन्य जो नेतागण यहाँ हमारा सामने बैठे हैं, अलग अलग जगह से आए हैं, अलग अलग दायित्व निभा रहे हैं। एक लेफ्टिनेंट गवर्नर है, तो पोस्टल वर्कर्स है, कुछ लोग पार्लियामेंटेरियंस है, कुछ लोग मंत्री है, अलग अलग दायित्व निभा रहे मंच पर बैठे हुए, और देश भर से आए हुए सभी इलाके से आए हुए बहनों और मित्रों, आई एम एक्सट्रीमली हैप्पी टू बी एडमिस्ड यू टुडे बिफोर दिस हिस्टोरिक कॉन्फ्रेंस being held in a historic place, the Pavitra Sangamam of the Amaravati, the new capital of Andhra Pradesh. మనసులో ఎంతో సంతోషంగా ఉంది. ఈ పవిత్ర కృష్ణా గోదావరి సంగమంలో నూతన రాజధాని అమరావతి ప్రాంగణంలో ఇవాళ మనందరం కూడా ఇంత పెద్ద ఎత్తున దేశం నలుమూల నుంచి అటక్ నుంచి కటక్ వరకు కన్యాకుమారి కాశ్మీర్ వరకు అన్ని రాష్ట్రాల యొక్క విధాన సభ, అలాగే విధాన పరిషత్, అలాగే పార్లమెంట్లో ఉండే వివిధ పార్టీలకు చెందిన ప్రజాప్రతినిధులందరూ కలిసి ఒక వేదిక మీద కలుసుకొని ఆలోచనలు తలబోసుకొని కలబోసుకొని ఈ ఆలోచన నుంచి మంచి విషయాలు నేర్చుకొని ముందుకు వెళ్లాలని చెప్పి నిర్ణయించడం అవుతుందో చాలా సంతోషం. ఈ మంచి కార్యక్రమాన్ని చేపట్టినందుకు ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ యొక్క శాసన సభాపతి శ్రీ కోడెల శివప్రసాద్ గారిని నేను హృదయపూర్వకంగా అందరి తరఫున అభినందిస్తూ ఉన్నాను. అలాగే వారికి తమ సంపూర్ణ సహాయ సహకారాలను అందించిన రాష్ట్ర ముఖ్యమంత్రి శ్రీ నారా చంద్రబాబు నాయుడు గారిని కూడా హృదయపూర్వకంగా అభినందిస్తూ ఉన్నాను. మిత్రులారా, ఇవాళ ఈ 3 రోజుల యొక్క సమావేశం మనందరి యొక్క అనేక విషయాలు తెలుసుకునేందుకు ఉపయోగపడుతుంది. డిస్కస్, డిబేట్, డిసైడ్, డు నాట్ డిస్రప్ట్ అని మన రాష్ట్రపతి గారు చెప్పారు పార్లమెంటేరియన్స్ కి, మా అందరికీ, మీకు కాదనుకోండి, మా అందరికీ చెప్పారు. డిస్కస్, డిబేట్, డిసైడ్, డు నాట్ డిస్రప్ట్. What is the basic principle of parliamentary democracy? I am in government, I propose, you are in opposition, you oppose, let the house dispose. That should be the principle of democracy. Government proposes, opposition sometimes opposes, and the house decides, disposes. That should be the basic philosophy of democracy, otherwise you can't run. Friends, today we are discussing about the women's empowerment. Today it's a very different, colorful event is taking place because women from across the country and also across the globe all have assembled here. We are here only to extend support to you. Myself and Chandrababu Naidu and all other males who are sitting in the dais, we have come here to extend our solidarity with you, the women of India. Because there is a man in every woman. Please note, there is a man in every woman. W-M-A-N. So there is a man in every woman also. Because वो आए कहां से? Because he came from the womb of the woman. Men came because from the womb of the woman. So there is a man in every woman. Man has to understand this and then cooperate with the woman also. But unfortunately, though woman is the origin of our being, we turn against woman, having created a male-centric order. This needs to be changed, and the only way to do so is empower the woman, so that they are also equal to man. That is the mission we should all undertake. Why empower the woman? Women across the globe need to be given voice and space, which is due to them because they constitute half of the humanity. Human civilization advanced wandering and hunting communities settled down along water flows, taking to farming. शुरू में जो मेहनत करते थे, पुरुष मेहनत करते थे शारीरिक दृढ़ता के कारण से, इसलिए वो हंटिंग से हमारा सिविलाइजेशन शुरू हो गया. तो उस समय उनका आधिक्यता था. That time men were dominating. But afterwards, they have diversified into various activities, economic activities, with focus on increasing production and productivity, which has come to be the key driver of economic growth. Over the ages, human relations, including the principles of kinship, got institutionalized on the basis of acquisition and inheritance of property. In this process, women have been deprived of their due share. Because after father, then son. Then after son, grandson. That's where the problem has started, because that depriving the equal opportunity to women. The first human communities that have come into being lived by hunting, as I told you earlier. As the humanity progressed, new norms of economic activities are taking shape. Gender inequality kept on widening, compassing social, educational, occupational, economic, legal and political systems. As this inequality increased, it began to have an adverse effect on the efficiency of the new economic systems. Today, gender inequality has emerged as the most pressing concern across the world. It is because of subordination of women in all spheres of life that a series of negative consequences. This has resulted in a global demand for empowerment of women. Not only in India, in the entire globe, women are demanding that they should be empowered, they should be given equal opportunity, which is due to them. What is being a woman? What is being a woman? Mother gives us birth. Wife sails with us throughout the life, sharing the ups and downs. Sister shows love and affection. Daughter is the first to reach out as and when you fall sick. And even in old age, even daughter-in-law stands by you. So mother gives you birth, wife sails with you, daughter pays attention and takes extra care, daughter-in-law also, whenever you need, this stands by you. That means it's everywhere, even sometimes even mother-in-law also. Whether it is mother, whether it is daughter, whether it is sister, whether it is daughter-in-law, whether it is mother-in-law, all are women only. So the focus of the century, the central point of the family system in India is woman. Not only in India, even abroad also. So we have to understand the importance of women. In general, physically, women may not be as strong as men, but this also nowadays being proved to be wrong. On several occasions in the recent Olympics, it is a woman. First time it is in the recent Olympics, it is the woman who brought us medals, not the men. We have to understand this. Whether it is our own daughter, P.V. Sindhu, or Sakshi Malik, or Deepika Karmarkar, we have done the country proud. उन्होंने हमको गर्व बनाया, उन्होंने अपना ताकत दिखाया. So they have proved that they are not next to men, they are equal, if not more, to men also. That has been set example in the recent past. But there are certain things only a woman can do. There are certain things only a woman can do. Man cannot do it. What is that? A man can never give birth to a child, even if wishes also. पुरुष बच्चों को जन्म नहीं दे सकते, केवल महिला ही मां ही जन्म दे सकते. ये सृष्टि का रहस्य है, इसको हम लोग समझना चाहिए. So this can be done by only woman. That is the specialty of the woman. Friends, in our context, besides giving birth to children, women are doing several other things to keep the family going. The women of poorer sections, they cook food, they fetch water, they collect firewood, they bring fodder for cattle. They also go for the daily wage work, they earn cash, they wash clothes, they take care of children, they take care of the sick and aged, etc. A woman is doing so many things besides earning daily wages, but they are not prized. So even though they are valuable activities, they are not counted for the purpose of the GDP calculations. But if all these activities are performed by paid maids, washermen, nurses, etc., they all being valuable economic activities, becoming part of the economic output. As a result, our women, particularly among the poorer sections, are the unsung heroes of our socio-economic systems. The women among the poorer sections, they are the unsung heroes. Because of that woman only, this civilization is continuing, it is progressing, it is moving forward. So that is the importance of the woman. A poor woman does so many things because she is from a poor family, besides being uneducated. Her family is poor because limited source of income. Most of the women are engaged in informal sector. So this is a vicious circle. A disempowered woman pulls the family. the society and the country down in terms of economic progress. This helps us in understanding that women empowerment can do our society and the country. That is the most important thing one has to understand. To quote Swami Vivekananda, I quote, "There is no chance for the welfare of the world unless the conditions of the woman is improved." Swami Vivekananda said, the world cannot progress. You cannot say there is welfare in the world unless the condition of the woman is improved. This is what Swamiji has said then. It is impossible for a bird to fly on only one wing. It is impossible for a bird to fly on only one wing. So you need both the wings. Both the wings are means men and women. That is the importance better explained by Swami Vivekananda. Former Secretary General of the United Nations, Mr. Kofi Annan, rightly said, I quote, "There is no tool for development more effective than the empowerment of women." This is what he has said. So friends, in support of my argument of empowering women, I would also like to quote a report of the OECD, Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, based on a study of Fortune of 500 companies, the leading companies in the world. It is reported those companies with more women board directors had significantly higher financial returns, including 53% higher returns on quality, equity, 42% higher returns on sales, and 67% higher returns on investment capital. Just now we are hearing the Honorable Chief Minister wherein he was saying he is better off, he is earning more, and then he is proving her capacity. So if you give them, if you empower them, if you give them an opportunity, they can excel better. That's one example he had just explained to us. And what I quoted is OECD figures also, they substantiate the same. This goes to prove that it is wrong to say women are inferior to men. To similar set of conditions and working environment and opportunities, women are equal to men. It is only the prejudice cultivated over the ages that make one believe that men and women are not equal. On the advantage of education for women, a report of the UN, data from 219 countries said that for every one additional year of education for women, productive age, child mortality is reduced by a huge 9.50%. So gender inequality across the world, and more so in our country, is having serious negative impact on economic development. This inequality is clearly evident in our country in work opportunities, essential services, economic opportunities, legal protection, political voice, and physical security, and also autonomy. In this, gender equality is measured on a scale of 0 to 1, with 1 being total equality. Gender equality index of our country is 0.54. In a study conducted in 2015 by leaders and well-known agency McKinsey, gender equality for Andhra Pradesh and Telangana was found to be 0.59. 5 top states, they did better in gender inequality. Gender equality are Mizoram with an average index of 0.70, Meghalaya 0.69, Kerala 0.67, Goa 0.64, and Sikkim 0.64. So the bottom 5 states are Bihar 0.42, Jharkhand 0.46, Assam 0.47, Madhya Pradesh 0.49, and Uttar Pradesh 0.49. It was further reported that if total gender equality is ensured in our country, our economic output will increase. Friends, what I want to suggest is that we must now focus on gender empowerment, ending these inequalities. Some people say, sir, ये हमारा tradition है. This is not our tradition. आदि काल से, वेद काल से, पुण्य काल से, पुराण काल से हमारा जो पूर्वजों का जीवन एक बार देखिए, अध्ययन करिए, आपको समझ में आएगा. पुराना जमाना में देवी देवताओं में भी महत्वपूर्ण दायित्व किसको दिया है? विद्या मंत्री उस समय सरस्वती देवी. At that time the education minister was Saraswati Devi, woman only. At that time the defense minister was Parvati Devi, Durga Devi, woman only. At that time the most important portfolio, finance, was given to Lakshmi Devi, Sri only. तो पुराणों में, इतिहासों में, नहीं तो वेद में ऐसा कोई भेदभावना नहीं था, भगवानों में भी नहीं था. बट बीच में जो लोग आए, जो परिवर्तन आए, जो मानसिक परिवर्तन आए, उसके कारण से फर्क आया. So we have to understand this, that our tradition and culture and civilization, it always encourages independence, equality. See, India India is called as Bharat, and we call India as Bharata Mata, not Bharata Pita. ఈ దేశాన్ని మనం భారత మాత అంటాం. భారత మాతకు జయ హో అని, భారత పితకు జయ హో అని ఎవరన్నారు? ఈ దేశంలో పవిత్రమైన నదులు చూడండి. బ్రహ్మపుత్ర, గంగా, కావేరి, యమున, నర్మదా, తపతి. ఎనీ నేమ్, మహానది, మహేంద్ర తనయ, all beautiful names are women only. The rivers names are women, the country name is woman, and then our tradition also we offer prayers to Saraswati and then Durga and also to Lakshmi. So why should this artificial inequality that has come in between should be allowed to continue? So what is woman empowerment? Number one, living their lives with a sense of self-respect and dignity. Second, having control of their life, both within and outside of their home and workplace. Third, making their own choices and decisions. Fourth, equal rights to participate in social, religious and public activities. Fifth, equal status in the society. Sixth, determine financial and economic choices. Seventh, equal opportunity for education. Eighth, equal right for social and economic justices. 9, equal employment opportunity without any bias. 10, safe and comfortable working environment for all the people. Lord Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita, Yatra Nari Pujyate, Tatra Ramante Devatam. It means that where women are respected, there gods also would be happy. God will not be happy if you make your woman unhappy and then try to make God happy. He will be unhappy and he will also make you also unhappy. So make your family members also happy. Let them also be given an equal opportunity. There is a need for change of mindset. That's why, keeping that in mind, the Prime Minister also has given a call for Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao. इस देश में एक बीमारी आया बीच में, మొత్తం ఆస్తిని అంతా కూడా మగవాళ్ళ పేరుతో పెడుతున్నాం కాబట్టి అమ్మాయి పుడితే ఈ అమ్మాయికి పెళ్ళెట్ అవుతుంది, కట్నం వివరిస్తారు, అందుకని గర్భవిచ్ఛిన్నిద్దామనే తప్పుడు ఆలోచనల మధ్యలో సమాజంలో వచ్చాయి. కానీ ఆఖరి క్షణంలో ఆదుకునేది అమ్మాయి అనే విషయాన్ని జీవితంలో అందరూ కూడా తెలుసుకోవడానికి అవసరం ఎంత ఉందని మీ అందరికీ కూడా మనం చేస్తా ఉన్నాను. ఎట్ ద ఎండ్ ఆఫ్ ద డే, ఎట్ ద ఎండ్ ఆఫ్ ద స్టోరీ, ఇట్ ఇస్ ద డాటర్, ఇట్ ఇస్ ద డాటర్ విచ్ టేక్స్ కేర్ ఆఫ్ ద ఫ్యామిలీ. It is the daughter who takes care of the mother. It is the daughter who takes care of the brother. It is daughter who takes care of the father also. This is the truth of the life. This is a great aspect. This is a great aspect in our Indian civilization. We should feel proud of our civilization. We should follow best practices. We must give equal opportunity to all. Friends, we are in Andhra Pradesh. Just now Chandrababu Naidu was telling, I can tell you with all happiness and pride that this is the state where late N Chandrababu, he is the first political leader to give equal right to women in property. ఆస్తిలో సగభాగం మహిళలకు ఇవ్వొచ్చనే రాజకీయ నినాదాన్ని చేపట్టింది. ఆ నినాదానికి దానికి ఒక సాకారం చేసి, దానికి ఒక ఆకారం చేసి, దానికి ఒక ప్రాకారం ఇచ్చి తన సహకారాన్ని అందించింది మడమ తిప్పని మహానాయకుడు స్వర్గీయ నందమూరి తారక రామారావు విషయాన్ని కూడా మన అందరూ కూడా గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవడానికి అవసరం అవుతుందని మీ అందరూ కూడా మనం చేస్తున్నాను. ఇట్ ఇస్ late NTR who brought that right to property. It is late NTR who gave reservation for the woman. It is NTR who made many women as the Jilla Parishad chairman first time. It is N Ramarao who brought out those backward class women also to the fore and made them as ministers and also the people's representatives. So that is the place where we are all discussing today. We are all here at the birthplace of that great man, Sri N Ramarao. We should take inspiration and see to it that the same thing prevails across the country. I'm happy different states are having reservations. Some are 33, some states are having 50% reservation for women, 50% reservation for the women in the local bodies. That's a great example set by many states, whether it is Rajasthan, whether it is Madhya Pradesh, whether it is other states. Dr. Ambedkar and he drafted the Hindu Code Bill for granting property rights for women in the form of a specific share. Among other things, it was referred to a select committee in April 1948, and the select committee continued for 4 years, making the most of the time discussing the bill. Sensing the then Prime Minister Pandit Nehru and the Congress were not keen about the bill, Dr. Ambedkar resigned in 1951, but was persuaded to stay on. Later he moved the bill for granting equal rights to women in Parliament, but it could not find support. Bill passed in 1955 did not satisfy Dr. Ambedkar. Finally, he quit the Nehru cabinet. So So this fight has started from those days. Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar have shown the way. Friends, I remember when N Ramarao was there, Madam Savita Ambedkar, wife of Ambedkar, came here. They met in 1983, I think at the Venkaiah University in Tirupati, where this discussion has taken place. Idea clicked in NTR's mind, and finally, right to property for the woman was given by N Ramarao because of the discussion he had. And then in 2005, the central government also enacted laws conferring property rights for women to the extent possible. So I am happy today we are in Andhra Pradesh. We will take inspiration from the same. Our constitution granted right to equality for women under Article 14 and right to equal payment for equal work under Article 39D. Directive principles of the Constitution 6, securing just and human conditions of work, maternity leave for women under Article 42. Over the years, several laws have been made like Dowry Prevention Act 1961, Protection of Women from Domestic Violence Act 2005, the Nirbhaya Act, Sexual Harassment of Women at Workplaces. Mere bill will not suffice. What is required is political will and administrative skill. That is the requirement of the hour. So the society, the political parties have all to show their conviction by not only passing bills but also having political will and also administrative skill. Administrative skill like Kiran Bedi, who has shown the way when she was at the helm of officers of the police department. You have to show the administrative skills, and the political leadership has to show their political will also. But what is more important is the prejudice against women and the consequent denial of equality for women in educational and employment opportunities which are necessary for economic upliftment of women. Such attitudes need to be changed. Manasika parivartana aana chahiye. There is a need for change of mindset. Men and women are equal. They must be also given full opportunity to grow. They must also be given opportunity. Someone asked me, Venkaiah, you were talking about 33% reservation. What will happen if 33% reservation happens? I said, people on the dais, they will go to the audience, and people there in the audience, they will come to the dais. That is the only difference that is going to make. And women, they are more determined. They pursue more. They are also pursuant also. So keeping all these things in mind, the country has to move. Friends, today, as I told you, there is an attitude. Aadapilla, em chestundi, aadapilla valla vachedi endi manaki ani pani. Aadapille, neeku perigina tarvata, neeku asalu pilla ayipoyi, ammayi nee sangati, nee gati, ati bijit anta kuda chusukunedu kuda ammayi ane vishayani manandaram kuda gurtupettukovaలని avasరం enతో ఉందని సందర్భంగా మనవి చేస్తున్నాను. అందుకని అందరిని కూడా చదివించుకోవాలి, పిల్లల్ని చదివించుకోవాలి. అందుకే ప్రధానమంత్రి గారు బేటీ పడావో బేటీ బచావో అని చెప్పాడు. సుకన్య సమృద్ధి యోజన అని చెప్పాడు. కేంద్ర ప్రభుత్వం వరుసగా తెచ్చుకునే చట్టాలన్నింటిలో కూడా స్త్రీలకు ప్రాధాన్యత ఇస్తుంది. నేను కేంద్రంలో గృహ నిర్మాణ శాఖ మంత్రిగా ఉన్నాను. 14,50,000 ఇళ్లు మంజూరు చేశాను. దాంట్లో 1,93,000 ఇళ్లు ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్కి. దాంట్లో ఏమనుందంటే మొదటి వాక్యమే ఇల్లు మొదటి పేరు అమ్మాయి పేరు తల్లి పేరు ఉండాలా, స్త్రీ పేరుతో టైటిల్ ఉండాలి అనే దాన్ని నియమం చేయడం జరిగింది. ఐఎమ్ ఏ మినిస్టర్ ఫర్ హౌసింగ్. I have sanctioned more than 14,35,000 to 50,000 houses. And the first condition in that is the house, the first name of the ownership of the house has to be in the name of the woman. That is the rule we have made that will give her some economic independence, some self-respect, some recognition in the family, recognition the husband, and recognition the mother and mother-in-law also. Mother, of course, always recognizes. If you put the name in the name of the husband or man, whenever he wants to go evening somewhere, then he will try to sell it. Woman will never sell the house because she wants to protect the house and the family. She thinks about the future. She thinks about the future. She never sells the property. That's why we have brought this. And the Prime Minister also said recently that whatever savings he has from this PEHL and also from the voluntary giving up of the subsidy on the LPG, the savings are going to be used to give LPG connection. The LPG connection for the woman. 5 crore women are going to be given LPG connection, the first instance on priority. The Gamina Mahila, Garib Mahila ko, Pradmikta deke, 5 crore रसोई गैस का सिलेंडर महिलाओं का नाम पे उनका हाथ में देने के लिए प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने निर्णय किया है. ये बहुत महत्वपूर्ण निर्णय है. బహుశా చరిత్రలో ఎవరు కూడా ఈ పని చేసి ఉండరు. నా చిన్నప్పుడు నాకు గుర్తుంది, మా ఊర్లో ఎవరికి కూడా గ్యాస్ స్టవ్ లేదప్పుడు. ఎవరికి మా ఊర్లో కాదు, ఏ ఊర్లో కూడా లేదనుకోండి. కరెంటు కూడా తక్కువగా ఉండేది. అలాంటప్పుడు ఆ పొయ్యిలో ఆ గొట్టం పెట్టి ఊతూ ఉంటే కళ్ళలో నీళ్లు వస్తూ ఉంటే అవి చూస్తే మనకు బాధేసేది. మోడీ గారు చెప్పారు ఇంకెవరు గొట్టం తీసుకోవాల్సిన అవసరం లే, ఇంకెవరు పొయ్యి ఊదాల్సిన అవసరం లే, కళ్ళ నీళ్లు తెచ్చుకోవాల్సిన అవసరం లే, ప్రతి ఒక్క తల్లికి ప్రతి ఒక్క చెల్లికి కూడా ఒక సొంతంగా గ్యాస్ పొయ్యను కేంద్ర ప్రభుత్వం మంజూరు చేస్తుందని చెప్పని ప్రధానమంత్రి నరేంద్ర మోడీ గారు ఇవాళ దేశ ప్రజానికానికి అంతా కూడా ఆ హామీ మనకి ఇచ్చారు. ఇప్పటికే 1,40,00,000 ఈ గ్యాస్ కనెక్షన్ ఇవ్వడం జరిగింది. రాబోయే రోజుల్లో అది కూడా పూర్తి చేస్తారని మీ అందరికీ కూడా మనం చేస్తున్నాం మిత్రులారా. అలాగే ముద్రా బ్యాంక్, ఈ ముద్రా బ్యాంకు ఇంతకుముందు బ్యాంకులు జాతీయం చేసినప్పుడు కూడా అసలు లక్ష్యం నెరవేరలేదు. పెద్ద పెద్ద వాళ్లకు ఎల్లయ్యలకు మల్లయ్యలకు వాళ్ళకి లోన్లు ఇచ్చారే కానీ మన ఊర్లో ఉండే పుల్లయ్యలకు లోన్లు ఇవ్వలేదు. అందుకని ప్రధానమంత్రి గారు చెప్పారు కమ్మరి కుమ్మరి వడ్రంగి నేత గీత బోయ యాదవ చాకరి మంగరి హరిజన గిరిజన ఈ పేద వర్గాల్లో ఉన్నట్టు మహిళలకు ముందు ప్రాధాన్యత ఇవ్వాలా. ద లోన్ టు బి గివన్ టు ది ఉమెన్ ఫస్ట్, ప్రయారిటీ షుడ్ బి గివన్ టు ఉమెన్, 60% of the loan should be given to women. పూలమ్మేంటే పుష్పమ్మకు, కట్టెలమ్మేంటే కారమ్మకు వీళ్ళకి వాళ్ళ పేరుతో లోన్ ఇవ్వాలని చెప్పారు. ఆ విధంగా చేయడం వల్ల మహిళలకు ఆర్థికమైన స్వావలంబన వచ్చేటికి అవకాశం కూడా ఉంది. ఇంతకుముందే చంద్రబాబు నాయుడు గారు చెప్తున్నారు ఈ స్వసహాయత సమూహ్, ఈ సెల్ఫ్ హెల్ప్ గ్రూప్స్ ఏతున్నాయో, సెల్ఫ్ హెల్ప్ గ్రూప్ is the most powerful movement in the country to empower the woman, and the entire country should adopt this. And I was a minister, I held a conference in NIRD in Hyderabad, rural development. I called all the chief ministers, including the present prime minister, who was the chief minister, Digvijay Singh also, Chandrababu Naidu also, because the self-employment movement is a powerful movement, is a powerful tool to really empower the woman. That is the way forward. Today, the self-employed woman, the self-help group woman, Dwakra woman, she goes and sends a slip to the collector, letter pad. Collector after seeing, first call her, he calls her, because they have become very powerful, they are very organized. That is the way forward of strengthening this self-help group movement. New medical college, even for Andhra Pradesh also, exclusively for a woman, Padmavati Women's Medical College has been sanctioned by the government of India. Friends, what I want to say is that the country is moving forward. The Prime Minister has given us a 3-line mantra. He said reform, perform and transform. Reform, perform and transform. There is a big movement going on in the country. Movement Modi. Modi means MODI, making of developed India, not Narendra Modi. Making of developed India, MODI. Let us all join that movement. Let the women also join that movement, strengthen the nation. Let us all move forward. I can assure you, as a senior person in the central government, the day is not far off that the Parliament of India will have to pass a law giving reservation for the woman in Parliament Assembly also. After arriving at a consensus, much delay has occurred. It is there in the mind of the Prime Minister also. I can assure you, if we are all able to provide the necessary moral support and broad consensus, and once I can assure you on behalf of my party, if once I get majority in Rajya Sabha, the Women's Reservation Bill will be passed at the earliest. That is the issue. As far as that issue is concerned, I am happy once again. I am seeing thousands of young girls, women from across the country. They have all assembled here. They are all very enthusiastic because first time such an opportunity is provided. And international delegates also come. So let us all discuss together. Let us not only, it's not question of political reservation alone. Empowerment is not political reservation alone. Political reservation alone is one part. Empowerment is economic empowerment. Empowerment is education. Empowerment is social advancement. Empowerment is ending inequalities. Empowerment is self-employment. Keeping all these things in mind, the respective state governments, the public government has to be created to bring pressure on the state governments and also at the central government to make not only adequate laws but also see that they are all implemented effectively. That should be the purpose of this conference. I hope in these coming 3 days you will all have meaningful discussions. आने वाले 3 दिनों में आज कल और परसों आप लोग आपस में चर्चा करके, बहुत सीनियर लोग हैं, वरिष्ठ लोग हैं, अनुभव लोग हैं, उनके अनुभव के आधार पर आप लोगों को बताएंगे. We must learn from others' experience. There is a saying in English, crude saying, wise men learn from others' experience and fools learn from their own experience. So we are all wise people. Not only wise men, wise women also. We are all wise people. Let us hear all others, know their experiences and try to improve upon their experiences and move forward and then make a very powerful society, because the Prime Minister said, Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. అందరితో కలిసి అందరి యొక్క సంక్షేమం అందరి యొక్క అభివృద్ధి ముఖ్యమైన ప్రధానమంత్రి గారు చెప్పారు కాబట్టి మనందరం కూడా ఆ దిశలో కలిసికట్టుగా పనిచేయాల్సిన అవసరం ఎంతో ఉంది. ప్రేమతో, స్నేహంతో, ఆదరంతో, అభిమానంతో మన తోటి ఆడవారికి మనం ఆసరాగా నిలిచి మన తల్లిని, మన చెల్లిని, మన సోదరిని, మన సతీమణిని వాళ్ళందరినీ కూడా మనకి లభించడం యొక్క మహత్త యొక్క వరంగా భావించి అందరం సమానమైన సిద్ధాంతం కలిసికట్టుగా ముందుకు వెళ్లాలని చెప్పని ఈ సందర్భంగా మీ అందరికీ మనవి చేస్తూ ఈ రోజు I would like to thank Sri Koirala Sivaprasad Garu for providing him an opportunity to come here. Originally, I was supposed to come on the concluding day, but because of my preoccupation with other programs, I have requested him that I will come today because I have to leave afterwards also. He has kindly agreed and then provided an opportunity. Thank you all for giving me a patient hearing. You who have come from all over the country. Thank you all. Best of luck. नमस्कार, जय हिंद।
राजनेताओं ने डॉक्टर साहब से बहुत कुछ सीखने जैसा है। इतना सारा हुआ, उन पर एक दाग नहीं लगा। बाथरूम में रेनकोट पहन करके नहाना, ये कला तो डॉक्टर साहब ही जानते हैं।